But all right, we're gonna keep this train going. And let's dive into the introduction to Gullah Geechee language. So, Gullah Geechee language is a sacred Creole language spoken by Gullah Geechee people, spoken by Gullah Geechee people from the Sea Islands, which, as we learned in the previous, starts at Jacksonville, North Carolina, and go all the way down to Jacksonville, Florida. Before we move on, though, here are three things I want y'all to know about Gullah Geechee language. He ain't broken English, he ain't improper English, and he ain't slang. We gonna say that again. He ain't broken English, he ain't proper English, and he ain't slang. One more time, 'cause third time's a charm. He ain't broken English, he ain't improper English, and he ain't slang. But before we officially keep this train moving, I do want to clarify some things because a lot of times when I say Gullah Geechee is a Creole language, people get confused and think I'm talking about the Creole people or the people who identify as Creole in Louisiana, which shout out to them boy. But no, that is not what I'm talking about. Creole languages are fully developed languages that arise from the blending of two or more parent languages. They usually develop in areas of colonization where speakers of different languages need to communicate. And so for like with Gullah Geechee, you had people that spoke a variety of African languages, and then you had people that spoke English. Bam, Creole language. Now, what's a Creole person? Now, you ask a Creole person, they may say something different. I'm not Creole. This ain't no. I am not Creole. This is just the information I receive when I ask the person to explain to me what is Creole as an identity. And so the information I receive is that the term Creole in America, particularly in Louisiana, can be used to describe a person who's a descendant of French, Spanish, African, or Native American. And a lot of times they have all of these ancestries within one. Now, Creole people come in different shades, just like Black folks. So you're gonna see you can have Creole people who may look Black, you can have Creole people who may look white. I'm not here to debate their ethnicity or identity. I'm just sharing information, and this information I receive is from a person who identifies as Creole down in Louisiana. But also moving forward, Creole also refers to the French-based Creole language and cultural traditions. Now, language versus people. So now we know Creole as a language refers to the linguistic system that arises from the blending of multiple languages. And Creole as a people refers to an ethnic and cultural group with a mixed heritage. Maybe mixed heritage. Like I said, I met some people who say they're Creole and they're Black. They're not mixed, but I'm just letting y'all know. Most people though who I have interacted with who say they are Creole, they're of a mix, a blend again of French, African, Native American, but I'm not Creole. I'm not Creole, so I cannot speak for how Creole people identify or what is their mixed heritage. All I can speak for is Creole as the language, and that is what I am diving into. So now that we have cleared that, we can keep this train going. So Gullah Geechee language has been called so many different things. It has been known as Plantation Creole, Sea Island Creole, but now it is commonly referred to as the English-based Creole or an African American or Black American Creole language.